Hey, who doesn't like a cold beer every now and then? We all have our favorites. There's ales, stouts, lagers, porters. Now the latest craze is ready-to-drink cocktails and seltzers. How do you make sense of it all? Well, it's a good thing we have the gurus from Katcef Brothers to sort it all out. Sit back, relax, eavesdrop for a bit as we talk about the latest beers, seltzers, cocktails, and the best local events that need to be on your calendar. You ready? Let's get to it.
Oh, we're up here at Rams Head Roadhouse for a busy lunch hour with the folks from Katcef Brothers. We've got Cassie. We've got Bill making a cameo back again. Bill Catron finally joined us again, and Ryan Irby. How you guys doing, man?
Good. How you doing?
Hot. I'm ready for fall.
Lunch was good.
I'm tired of the heat and the humidity. I'm starting to sound like an old man. But I tell you, it's been a wild summer. It really has. And, you know, it's funny. We've always talked about, like, the ready-to-drink, the RTD craze, and, you know, Cutwater, I know that you guys represent. A friend of mine was in South Africa, and he said that craze is just as big there.
What?
And, yeah. But they got some really cool stuff. And I wrote it down, Eskimo Joe's Blue Slushy, and it's stored in the freezer, and it's a slush.
Huh.
Woolworths is a brand, apparently. They make a dark and stormy and a passion fruit one. And they're a mixture between bottles and cans. Savannah with no H, Savanna, has a lemon cider, which is, he said it's shandy-ish. And Fitch and Leeds, which has a lime twist.
It should for that name.
But he said they're all over the place, man. He said it's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He said, and he said the bartenders love them.
And this is South Africa?
South Africa.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
So I imagine the more populated areas, probably Johannesburg, but I thought that was pretty neat that it is a global phenomenon.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think about it. It cuts down on all the materials you have to get to mix on your own. You know, pre-made. You just open it and go. So. Well,
I know that when we were talking to
Clancy.
Yeah, Clancy, he was saying that, you know, they love it because it's just, you know, pop and go, especially when you're busy. And I'm sure the people at Bands in the Sands way back in June, which seems so far long ago,
loved it.
We're loving it.
I like that they're so high ABV because it makes me look better. You know? Hey, ladies. Yeah. 10.5.
Where is Bill going today?
We really miss Bill here.
Yes, we do.
Cutwater craze still going?
Yeah, it's insane in D.C. right now. I mean, year to date, we have just been crushing it. We actually had a local influencer.
Crushing it. I see what you did there.
Yeah, you like that?
Been smashing it.
Yeah. But we had a local influencer actually get behind the product, and it's just been in fuego. I mean, it's been so much where we've been running out.
And that influencer trickled into the Annapolis market a little bit, too.
It's awesome. It's actually, I heard that there was signage being made because people were stealing it in certain stores.
Really?
Yeah. And they were asking, so it's been incredible. And I will say that they make, you know, they're also known for making spirits. And this has actually helped move that line of spirits quite considerably.
I was going to say, actually, Bill, do you want to talk about the tequila brands? I know with National Tequila Day a couple of weeks ago, it's really gained some legs.
That's a bogus Hallmark holiday.
Oh,
I don't know. It works.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably a good day for bars, but I had a publicist call me and said, hey, would you like to talk to somebody with a local restaurant chain about International White Wine Day?
Wow.
And I'm like, no.
No, I mean, we've seen a huge uptick, actually. You know, I've been in D.C. I'm a dinosaur. I mean, I've been there forever. And D.C. goes in waves, right? And so the first wave when I was there, it was Grand Marnier. That was like the big deal, right? And then it kind of changed over to, what is Sambuca?
Sambuca,
it changed to Sambuca. Then it went to Jameson. And now it's kind of made a full-fledged leap to tequila. And you cannot find... I mean, it's hard to find good tequila, like Reposado, that kind of stuff on the shelves, and like Añejo, that kind of... So we're finding that, you know, I'll go out and I'll talk to people saying, hey, you know, we do have some Costa tequila and we have all these other brands that we actually sell. And it's funny because they're like, oh, yeah, you have it? Yeah, for sure. Give me like 4 cases because I can't get any.
So talk a little bit about the individual Cutwater tequila bottle brands.
Yeah, so currently right now what we have is we have the Blanco, which is like the standard that you got. It's made with 100% blue agave, and what they do is they actually use pit blue agave and impart that back into the tequila. So you get a little bit more of that smoke flavor in that. It's really nice. They actually have the Añejo, which is aged for 1 year. It's going to have a little bit more of that barrel stave in it. It's a little bit more smoky. And then they also have the two other ones that we're getting, and those are the smoked varietals, and I can't remember the name.
These are talking about true spirits.
Yeah.
Correct? So these aren't drinks.
These are 750 milliliters.
Correct. Yeah. Alcohol percentage, I think, is right around 80 or 90. Yeah, I think 80 proof.
Yeah. Wow. That's
priced well on the shelves. And
yeah, and one other thing about those too is that like if you already like the mixed RTDs, if you get a bottle of that, it's just the same spirit in it, so you can make your drink as heavy or as light as you want. So that's what we're finding too.
Are they being drank in the bars? I mean,
yeah, for sure. I mean, we're seeing great success with this stuff in like ballparks. I mean, we do very well with it at like national stadiums, stuff like that. We also see it in a lot of rooftop bars, because a lot of rooftop bars don't want the glass, because if someone gets inebriated, that becomes a projectile, right? The cans are not bad, and then so we're finding a lot of success with that, rooftop bars, stuff like that.
What's on the line? I mean, we got the beer guy here. No, what's on the line for? The other
tequila, sorry, was the Reposado. That's what they were.
Yeah.
Sorry, my Spanish is not very good.
You saved me a phone call at 2 a.m. in the morning, right?
Right.
What's up? What's coming up in the fall for beer? Anything special, new, exciting?
Ryan would know more than me.
Well, Bill knows more than me, but I'm in charge of the beer, so I will speak on that part. Of course, like the fall is the biggest time for craft seasonal, right? Like everyone thinks of Oktoberfest and spicy pumpkin beers and so forth. So I'm just looking at a sheet of things that we're going to be releasing next week in this market. From brands like 10 Barrel and
Please
Blue
don't say pumpkin spice anything, because we're still about 3 weeks too early for that.
Do we think pumpkin spice is going to be as big this year as it was last year?
It goes in waves.
It was a wave last year, and that was a big one because it was everywhere. Yes.
Well, it's already out. I mean, it's, what is it? Full humidity, 90 degrees, and what? August 3rd, and it's already out.
I mean, Starbucks is the arbiter of when pumpkin spice can be used as a term. I mean,
and the arbiter of gym wear as well, yes. But it's just funny because you're right. Anytime you see that pumpkin spice latte, you better have a pumpkin beer out or you're done. You got a week, you know?
So what's our timeline on that, Ryan?
Next week.
Yep. He
so
said a week.
Take that, Starbucks.
Yeah.
So check it out. Next week and Monday, we're going to be releasing a lot of the seasonal stuff, not only in the liquor stores, but in the bars and the restaurants. You guys got me thinking. Maybe we can do a pumpkin spice RTD. I don't know what that would taste like or if it would sell.
Kind of whiskey with a whiskey base.
Yeah, it'd be seasonal.
Lots of
for
spice.
sure.
As long as the alcohol's high, I mean, better I look. I'm fine with all of it.
But definitely check out our brand. So we have seasonals
maybe like
coming.
a chai tea with a vodka base or a whiskey base.
Well, I don't know if you'd want a chai tea, because then if it sounded wrong, it'd be like shit tea.
Oh, that's true. Okay, I digress. I'm moving on.
Always thinking. That's what I like about you, Bill. always look at all sides of the sides of the problem.
Yeah.
But which brands are coming out?
Yeah, so from the AB side, like 10 Barrel, Blue Point, Cisco, Devil's Backbone, Elysian, and Goose Island are a few. I'm sure there's more. I'm trying to put everything together for the guys. And then with our non-AB partners like Rogue, Trogs, Victory, and Bold Rock, you see it in all the stores. There's going to be displays everywhere, and it's everyone's favorite time of the year. There's so many different Oktoberfest beers from so many different suppliers. I'm already looking forward to the campfires and the cold nights, but you can't tell with this weather right now.
John is definitely looking forward to the colder nights.
Cooler
nights.
Absolutely. Well, last spring I bought a fire table.
Yeah?
And I haven't. It was one of those Amazon flash deals.
Yeah.
And I argued with myself for about an hour and a half, going, "Oh, I don't need that. Oh, I don't want to spend it." But it's like 80% off, and it's like, F it, give it to me. I haven't really had a chance to use it. I mean, I've lit it up and tested it and everything else, but I haven't had a chance to sit back. But I definitely looking forward to that. And I mean, we're going to be getting close into tailgate season. I mean, the Ravens and the Commanders. They're all
Commanders. Yeah, that's what their name is now. Yeah.
College.
Navy, locally Navy.
Yep, all getting ready to start their season, so that'll be football.
Preseason games next weekend, right? Or this Saturday.
I think it is.
I mean, my husband,
Wow.
I'm pretty sure he said that. He's usually right when it comes to football.
yeah, believe me. The biggest fan I know.
Well, man, there's going to be so much stuff. I mean, between the sports and football and stuff like that, I mean, there's a whole ton of stuff going on around town. I mean, I know you've got the, I think the White Marlin down in Ocean City is coming up pretty soon, that tournament where you can win millions. And there was a big controversy a couple of years ago where they screwed the guy that caught the fish out of his millions, and he sued. And I can't remember what the deal was, but
Interesting.
there was something. And there's a locally there's a white perch here, which is at I think Podickory Point.
Yeah, is that how you pronounce it? Podickory Point.
Yeah.
Anglers, actually one of our retail accounts,
Well,
spearheads that, and all the proceeds go to, I believe, the Boys and Girls Club?
I think so. That's August 14th, I believe.
Sunday, yeah.
You got the Annapolis 10-mile race that's coming up fairly soon. That's the end of August at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium. If you want to get a little highbrow, you got Arts Alive. That's September 9th, 8th? September 9th at Maryland Hall. That's a Friday night, isn't it? I think that's good.
You know what I'm looking forward to, John? The World Cup. Now, that's in November, but everybody likes metric football. Okay?
Right.
Well, let's
And-
beach bash before we World Cup.
Yeah, it's true,
In the
too.
Boatyard Beach Bash
Right, that's the same weekend as Arts Alive. That's on Saturday the 10th.
with the Annapolis Maritime Museum. Now talk about World Cup.
Well, World Cup, I know that I've seen a lot with Budweiser is actually sponsoring
That's
a lot
soccer,
of that.
right?
Yeah, metric football.
Soccer, right?
Metro football.
Yeah. Metric.
Metric.
Yeah, see, because in America we have the SAE system, which is standard,
Blurb that out. Me just saying that. Okay.
and then you got the metric. But it's just the European standard, you
Can
know.
you define metric football?
Yeah, soccer.
Soccer. There we go.
Yeah.
Definition for all you ladies and gentlemen
Yeah.
who didn't know what metric football was.
That's right. That's what I call it. I mean, it's just my little homage to him. And look, I think it takes skill. I think it's a great sport. But I'm looking forward to seeing that coming up. And then Budweiser's a major supplier or not supplier, but sponsor for that. So we're going to have a lot going on with the states in that. So I'm looking forward to that. And then hockey's coming up too. In my
Hockey,
opinion,
yeah.
my favorite sport. It is
And
my
baseball's
favorite.
kind of winding down. Playoffs are going to start with baseball.
Yeah, we got rid
early
of Soto.
October.
So,
And Mancini out of Baltimore.
I know, right?
Lots of heartbreaking out there.
It's, that's tough. That's
is
tough.
tough.
Well, you've got you said we got hockey going on there, and then
Yep.
you know, and we could have had a chance at the World Cup coming to Baltimore and DC in 26,
I know.
and we
Something about the bet, John.
screwed
Something
the bridge
about.
on that
It's
one.
the triangle.
But I will say this for hockey fans, we're looking good. And this is what I love about hockey, too, the Capitals especially, is that they transcend a lot of other DC sports because there's no real hockey team in Maryland, right? And there's no real hockey team in Northern Virginia. So it's like they are the region's team. And I love it because everybody gets behind them, right? So we're going to have good goalies this year, guys. So if you're listening to this, very, very excited. And I'm expecting big things. So you guys at Monumental, I want some tickets.
There you go. Hey, well, while I'm talking about them, hey, I could use some Springsteen tickets too because I'm not. I ain't going to be spending that.
Chili Peppers are coming to Nats Park.
Yeah, they got a new album out.
Eric
Saw that.
Clapton? No, not Eric Clapton. Someone else is coming to Nats Park. Hold on, let's look.
Chili Peppers are coming to Nats Park.
Yeah, they got a brand new album out. Saw it on Amazon the other day.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
When is that?
the album's already out. I don't know when they're coming to the Nats Park though.
Well, that whole Springsteen thing is kind of weird with Ticketmaster saying,
Def Leppard. That's a blast.
yeah.
Lady Gaga?
Is that Nats Park or Cap One? Just curious.
I totally would go see Lady Gaga.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, yeah. She'd be fantastic.
Who was the one that wrote the Diana song? It wasn't Eric Clapton. Who was it?
Elton John.
Elton John. Elton John's coming. Sorry.
Is he really? This must be his farewell tour.
I hope he doesn't do like the Eagles.
Yeah. Keep coming.
They've been doing farewell tours for 30 years.
Yeah. It's true. This is the last one, boys.
We're really serious this time.
Make it count.
And then it's like, well, okay, let's change up the drummer. Okay, now it's a whole different thing. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. I talked to, did a podcast with Mike Riley from Pure Prairie League. And they were one of my very first concerts I saw way back when at a college. He remembered actually the specific show. So he said. I mean, he could have been blowing smoke up my butt, but it was kind of fun talking to them. They've been around forever. Boys talk about salty, about today's young kids not putting in their dues, and you got to get out and play the dive bars. You got to,
Well, yeah.
not just set up a webcam and throw it up on YouTube and hope for the best.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, cranky old man. It was funny.
We all got to pay our dues somewhere, right?
I'm married. Yes, I know that.
That is true. So,
thanks, Bill, for the reminder.
but I mean, looking forward to Cassie. I mean, you're working on bringing the Clydesdales back again.
We are.
Is that set
Military
in stone
Bowl.
yet?
Just about.
Pretty close.
Just about.
So
Pretty
the
close,
concrete
yeah.
hasn't set yet, but it's still damp.
Plan is to come. I actually have a meeting with our friend Josh over at the Bowl
Military
in
Bowl.
a few weeks.
Yeah, and that's
So we'll have some clear ideas on programming and how everything will play out this fall.
and that's December 28th, I believe, this year.
I think it's a 2:30 kickoff. Yes, that was announced.
That'll be fun because it'll be good to get back into a real one again.
Yes, I believe it's a Tuesday or a Wednesday, and it sounds like we might be doing the Miracle on Annapolis Street to some extent as well.
Awesome. I was talking to Brandon Stalker, who owns Evelyn's, and he said, hands down, without a doubt, of all the events they do out there, that is the most favorite that he likes. We don't get a lot of business out of it, but because everyone's out there looking at the horses, and they just absolutely love it. That's something we got to look forward to, and I imagine we're going to be talking about Who's Your Hero as well, tying in again. That's always sort of an ever popular. But well, looks like we got a bunch of good stuff coming out, some good beer. Looking for the pumpkin stuff. You guys are leading the pack on that this year, it seems, with the pumpkin spice.
Maybe we'll do a little taste test with some food pairings for the fall.
That'd be fun. You do well with that. You bring like little
Trader
charcuterie
Joe's.
stuff.
Yes.
She has style.
Get all the
I'll give her
pumpkin
that.
stuff.
She has a lot of style and she has a lot of class. I'm sure that she could make this happen.
That's right. And I don't know the specific date, but Oktoberfest in West Annapolis is happening. That's
September 28th.
28th, is that?
That's awesome.
That is a Sunday as well. So the Oktoberfest are coming back too, which is great. Spot in October.
That's awesome.
And that's a fun event. That's a fun, say, medium-sized event. Not really small, but it's not huge and gigantic. And
A lot of really great merchants, beer, of course.
West
Celebration.
Annapolis is the town that part of town is going to pop in about 18 months, and it's just going to be the place to be. It's going to be the Georgetown of Annapolis or the Manayunk, like up in Philadelphia. It's between RAR, between Agave. You got Evelyn's. You got some other businesses that are coming in there. You got Flamont.
Flamont just did that really big renovation, the outdoor area, which is absolutely stunning. He did a fabulous job with that.
Well, when I was talking to Brandon from Evelyn's, he said, I asked him what the town needs. He said he would love to see a highly curated liquor store. Not the full. I mean, he said Bay Ridge Wine and Spirits would probably be the ideal one to get in there to do it, but not where you can go in and see 50 cases of Budweiser.
Niche, where you would see boutique.
Yeah, and
You would see 50 cases of Cutwater
and liquor,
tequila.
Liquors and wines and whatnot. I'm like, that'd be outstanding.
Specialties, yes.
Put it in a little old house or something like that. It'd be up.
Yeah. I think something like that, it's also great for gifts, because when you don't know what to buy someone, you go there and they go, I don't know, I'm going to spend a lot of money on this bottle, but they don't have it, so that's fine. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, I guess we will meet again we're now in August, so we'll meet again in September. We'll see how the Ravens and God, I can't get used to Commanders.
There was a push in D.C. where we wanted to call them the Washington Team Football, and you know why?
WTF.
Yeah. And then we were trying forever, and no one would listen to us. But we tried. So now they're the Commanders. We can't wait. Are they the same colors as they were? The burgundy and gold?
I think so.
Hail to the Commanders. Is that our song now?
I guess so.
I don't know, Bill. You're going to have to do some research. on your
gave up on
phone.
football. I'm a hockey guy.
Commies.
There you go.
Wow.
There you go.
Wow. Fits DC, I guess.
We'll see. We'll see if Schneider makes it out of the congressional hearings.
Yeah.
Alive there, but I'm sure we'll see the Ravens. We'll know where the Ravens are standing. I don't know whether we'll have some stuff going on with the Ravens this year or not. We might.
Just
Maryland Live.
Yeah, and from being a rep, like there's always a Bud Light Ravens, Bud Light Commanders, like player type of deal. So a lot of times these guys will get out and get bucket specials of, I mean, even neutral, right? Like they anything that we sell in house, you can get a game day special.
You mentioned neutral, and I totally derailed this. I finally got a hold of it.
Oh.
Good stuff.
See?
Good stuff.
You're a believer.
It's a good stuff.
Wow.
Yep. Well, the last time we talked about it, they were saying, "Oh, you got to give it a shot," and I found it, and I was like, "Okay, good stuff."
That's awesome. I'm so glad because you were skeptical. I remember.
I was. I mean, there's certain flavors that are always skeptical with me with it. They're just the way they mix, even in foods. I'm like, that doesn't go together. But no, I did try it. It was good. Well, I mean, I was skeptical on the Natty Light lemonade.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
Right.
Yeah.
The strawberry lemonade, the Natter Days.
The Natter Days. It was good. I mean, it's not the fine beer, but it was good. Served a purpose.
What's the whistle?
Absolutely. Alrighty, well, we will catch up with you guys in a couple of weeks, a month or so. Are you going to come back and join us again, Mr. Catran?
You know, it's up to to Cassie. If she wants me here, I'll be here.
Always, Bill.
Always.
It's been a pleasure.
So it's been Cassie's fault that you haven't been here for the last couple of months.
No, I'll blame myself for that. Yeah, that's on me. I'm sorry.
Sounds good. Well, Cassie, Bill, and Ryan, thank you guys so much again, and thank you for lunch.
Yes,
as well. Had a good. I had a salad. I'm trying to lose weight again at Rams Head Roadhouse. Always got really good solid food here.
It's a great place. It's the first time I've actually eaten here at Rams Head. It's great. I'd recommend it to anybody. It's awesome.
Well, and as everybody can hear with the background noise, it's busy, and it's 2:45. So we're good on Rams Head for having a full house in the middle of the week for a lunch crowd, and good to see you guys again.
Good to see you too.
Good to see you.
John?
This Annapolis bonus podcast has been brought to you by Katcef Brothers, the area's largest beer distributor. Please check them out at thegreatestbeers.com. Oh, and don't forget to check out IAnnapolis.net for all your local news, opinions, and events.